I remember when I was with my childhood best friend at the time. We were both 15. During that time, I had my hair dyed a light blue, almost musky green. I turned to her and told her she should also dye her hair. She laughed and made a comment that still stuck with me even after all these years. I can't. My dad won't let me. He says I'll be stripped from my purity and it's not very ladylike of me. This is one of many examples of how often Latina women are stripped from doing certain things due to a male authoritative figure in their life. After a couple of years, my friend did end up dyeing and cutting her hair, all behind her father's back. But the comments her father made lingered and worsened. The culture within Latin communities has made the idea of masculinity revolve around the assumption that men are superior to women. Due to this assumption, Latino women are expected to serve their partners or a male authoritative figure in their life. These experiences differ from household to household. I, who come from very non-traditional and very lenient Hispanic parents, have both allowed me to do things that a lot of my other Hispanic family members wouldn't necessarily allow their daughters to do. I turned out to be the complete opposite of what the ideal Latina should look like and act like. Growing up seeing this type of behavior where parents would often be judgmental and forbid their daughters from doing certain things was foreign to me. Often I would be labeled as rebellious or the black sheep of the family. And this criticism didn't just stay within my family. It also came from other Latinos and Latinas that would make remarks about me as a woman, how I wasn't good enough, or how I had damaged my image when I would do something they didn't find fitting for a woman. I would take this criticism much harsher as I wasn't used to it, as both my parents were so lenient. And this criticism was not unique to me. Latinas across the US face similar judgments or harsher ones as well. I realized how big of a role machismo played in Latin households when I was little, when I would see girls my age or younger ones have such a big role in their family. Taking care of their siblings, cooking, cleaning, being a second mom, being put in positions in situations where no child should be in. Well, a lot of the male kids were allowed to do whatever they wanted, go out whenever, wear whatever. How a lot of the things we're taught is to make our future husbands happy. How a lot of things we're taught is to make our future husbands happy. The idea of being a housewife wasn't anything foreign or out of the question. It is common for Latina family members to look down. While male family members were often praised and treated differently from us, often not needing to know anything we need to know, but we're told if our future wives don't know this, that they're not the one for them. Not only have I grown up witnessing how Latinos are stereotyped, fetishized, over-sexualized within media, or presented as aggressive, but I would also hear remarks from other people who would say the ideal woman to marry would be a Latina. Why? Because we're easy, we're submissive, we have no other ambitions in life but being a housewife. That's when I asked myself, what makes me good enough? And what makes me worthy enough? And why are Latino men entitled to deem me a worthy enough Latina? I believe we Latinos are strong, and together with the help of schools providing help such as getting more Latin staff who understand what it's like living in the culture and our experiences that come from it, not only helps girls pursue a higher education than what is often presented to them, but it also helps them know that we're not alone and that there are others who share similar experiences to them. The future of us Latinas is only growing brighter and stronger. And together we are getting rid of prejudice and stereotypes made against us. And with the right resources and helps, we can continue to make that dream even bigger. And that starts with the support from home. When we have support from our parents who encourage us to pursue a higher education, we are more likely to succeed. Most schools don't have Latin staff, which makes it even harder for us who come from such a tight community come into schools and only be taught by white teachers or only see white peers who might not understand why you, as the oldest sister, practically raised your siblings, or why you, as the eldest sister, are practically raising your siblings. As a Latina who has been taught by predominantly white teachers, it is often hard to connect with them on a deeper level, as we come from completely different upbringings. But the best thing they have done for me is when they listen to me, in their efforts to bring me into the conversation, to voice my opinion, which I believe is the best thing a teacher, coach, or counselor can do. To bring you into the conversation, which is amazing. To fight these barriers between us and overcome this. Ya que nosotras somos chingonas.